Inside the life of Saudi Arabia's richest family. Of all the professions currently existing, royalty is probably the best of them all. The Royal House of Saud is presently the richest family in Saudi Arabia and the world. With the number of princes in Saudi Arabia currently running in thousands, they still live one of the most extravagant lifestyles on the planet. This video will explore the life of the richest family in Saudi Arabia, the source of their wealth, what they do with it, and the numerous controversies surrounding their family. Before we get into all these, let us begin with their family history. History behind the family. Most members of the royal family are descendants of Mohammed bin Saud and his brothers. However, the descendants of Abdulaziz bin Abdul Rahman, the first king of modern Saudi Arabia, mostly lead the ruling faction of the royal family. The royal family of Saudi Arabia has roughly 15,000 members, but the majority of power, influence, and wealth rests in the hands of about 2,000 of them. Succession within the Saud family has been unconventional for monarchs. After Abdulaziz bin Abdul Rahman, also known as Ibn Saud, founded the modern Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, he formed alliances through polygamous marriages with members of its biggest tribes. He reportedly had around 22 wives and nearly 100 children, 45 of which were sons. Although he was succeeded by his son, the next 5 leaders were all succeeded by brothers. Unlike most royal families today, the King of Saudi Arabia holds absolute power. His personality, ideas, and capabilities always influence the national policies and politics of the country. Long story short, he has complete control over the government and the people. King Salman bin Abdulaziz currently rules Saudi Arabia. His reign began in 2015, but the true power behind the throne is his son, Crown Prince, and Prime Minister, Mohammed bin Salman. Source of wealth. Some sources claim the House of Saud is presently worth an estimated $1.4 trillion. Their riches come from the vast oil reserves discovered more than 75 years ago, and they presently control more than 90% of Aramco, which is worth at least $2 trillion. The royal family also derives its wealth from other sources besides oil. They've invested in tech companies, banks, luxury hotels, and several other lucrative businesses. The Saudi Arabian government uses the revenue it generates from oil sales and its other investments to fund various programs and initiatives. It also uses said revenue to fund the lavish lifestyle of the royal family. How they spend their wealth. Members of the ruling Saudi royal family are known for spending on ridiculously expensive items. Some of the most expensive properties acquired by them include: Number 1, Kingdom 5 KR Yacht. Built for Saudi billionaire Adnan Khashoggi, this 85.65-meter, roughly 281 feet, yacht is currently owned by Saudi business magnate and member of the Saud family, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. The yacht was initially named Navila when she belonged to Adnan Khashoggi, but after he ran into financial issues, he sold the yacht to the Sultan of Brunei, who eventually sold her to Donald Trump. Donald Trump eventually sold the yacht in 1991 to Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud. During its days as Navila, the yacht featured in the James Bond film Never Say Never Again, in which she was the villain's superyacht headquarters. The Kingdom 5 KR Yacht is currently worth roughly $100 million, while its annual running costs are estimated to be around $9 million. Number 2, Chateau Louis XIV Palace. Another expensive property owned by a member of Saudi Arabia's royal family is the Chateau Louis XIV Palace. In 2015, the heir to the Saudi kingdom, Mohammed bin Salman, spent roughly $300 million to acquire this mega mansion. This 69-acre enclosed property is just a stone's throw from Versailles, and it is one of the most expensive houses in the world. The Chateau Louis XIV Palace has gold-covered doors, a wine cellar that can hold 3,000 bottles, 2 ballrooms, and 2 swimming pools. This mansion also offers other amazing things, like an underwater meditation room, an underground nightclub filled with treasures and artifacts from the prince's collection, and almost 200 completely handcrafted chandeliers and wall-mounted lamps. Chateau Louis XIV Palace is simply a mansion fit for a royal. Number 3, Four Seasons Hotel George V. Owned by Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, the Four Seasons Hotel George V is one of the most luxurious hotels in Paris. Initially known as the Hotel George V in 1928, it was financed by American businessman Joel Hillman and named after King George V of the United Kingdom. In 1996, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal bought the hotel from the Forte Group for $185 million and spent another $120 million renovating it. He later signed a management contract with Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, and the hotel was renamed Four Seasons Hotel George V. Rooms in this hotel are said to cost $1,000 per night, and it offers a private jet service for VIP guests. Number 4, Serene Yacht. One of the world's largest private superyachts, Serene, was built for Russian vodka tycoon Yuri Shefler for $330 million. The yacht includes 2 helicopter landing pads, a dance floor, multiple swimming pools, an underwater viewing room, and a fully equipped health spa and beach club. Serene was designed to comfortably accommodate up to 24 guests in 12 suites and a VIP cabin. This superyacht can also carry up to 52 crew on board to guarantee a relaxed luxury yacht experience. In 2014, while vacationing in southern France, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman reportedly bought the vessel from Yuri Shefler for roughly $500 million. Number 5, Salvatore Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci. Salvatore Mundi, which is Latin for Savior of the World, is another expensive painting attributed to Leonardo da Vinci. The painting depicts Christ in Renaissance dress, with 2 fingers extended as he gives a benediction. It was initially purchased by the Swiss dealer, Yves Bouvier, in 2013 for just over $75 million but was later sold to the Russian collector, Dmitry Rybolovlev, for $127.5 million. The painting was finally sold in 2017 to the Saudi Arabian prince, Badr bin Abdullah, for a record-breaking sum of $450 million. Some sources claim that the actual owner of the painting is Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and that Prince Badr bin Abdullah was simply an intermediary. The Salvatore Mundi has been surrounded by a lot of controversy, and its whereabouts have been a mystery since it was sold to the Prince of Saudi Arabia. No one knows where the painting is for sure, but in 2019, reports were circulating that the painting was being kept on a luxury yacht belonging to Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Crown Prince of Arabia Mohammed bin Salman has said that he won't apologize for the luxurious lifestyle he often engages in. According to an article by Newsweek, he said that as far as his private expenses, he's a rich person and not a poor person. He's not Gandhi or Nelson Mandela. He's a member of the ruling family that existed for hundreds of years before the founding of Saudi Arabia. He still gives a huge chunk of his wealth to charity despite his extravagant lifestyle. According to him, he gives roughly 51% of his wealth to people and keeps 49% for himself. Controversies surrounding the family. The House of Saud has had many controversial moments in recent years. Back in 2017, ministers, businessmen, and several princes were detained at the 5-star Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Riyadh because they were suspected of corruption. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal was among the people detained, and this was done under the orders of Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Some sources claim that Prince Mohammed acted with the primary aim of rooting out corruption and consolidating his position as the next king of Saudi Arabia. According to reports, Jeff Bezos's phone was hacked in 2018 after he received a WhatsApp message. The message was sent from the personal WhatsApp account of Mohammed bin Salman. The message sent to Jeff Bezos was an encrypted video file, and it allegedly allowed the Saudis to gain access to important information stored on his phone. As expected, the Saudi Arabian government denied having anything to do with the hack on Jeff Bezos's phone. In late 2018, the House of Saud was heavily criticized after the CIA concluded that Prince Mohammed had ordered the assassination of Saudi journalist and author Jamal Khashoggi. Some sources claim that Jamal Khashoggi was strangled as soon as he entered the Saudi Arabian consulate building in Istanbul. His body was later dismembered with a bone saw, and his killing caused a diplomatic crisis between Saudi Arabia and some of its closest allies. Another one of many controversial moments came in 2020 when high-ranking Saudi princes were arrested for allegedly plotting a coup against Prince Mohammed and his father, King Salman. The princes, which included the king's brother and former crown prince, were accused of planning with foreign powers, including the Americans and others, to carry out their coup. It seems like the House of Saud is taking lessons from Game of Thrones. Despite all the controversies surrounding the House of Saud, they remain one of the greatest families. Their extravagant lifestyles have made headlines numerous times, and as long as the money keeps coming in, they won't stop spending. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've got more quality content that'll blow your mind. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.